Last week, the winds of change blew into Fort Myers Beach, Florida for Stop 9 of the IGSBA Bud Jet Sports Tour. In Pro Modified Race 2, weather conditions changed radically to end with gale force winds and a new winner. Chris McCluggage broke the Pro Class dominance of Jeff Jacobs and Victor Sheldon. But Sheldon didn't mind. 2 first-place finishes and a second were more than enough to clinch his first national championship, dethroning 5-time champion Jeff Jacobs. With that, the Tour moves to Daytona Beach, Florida. Still in question is 3rd place. Harry Gocher leads world champion Chris Fischetti by only 5 points going into the final stop on the Tour. The problem is, these guys are best buddies. Is it worth taking out your friend to clinch 3rd place?
Oh yeah, I mean, if me and Chris are next to each other, we'll be fiberglass banging, and then we'll be hanging out tonight as friends. I mean, we are the best of friends, and, you know, I hope he does good, not that good. He hopes I do good, but he doesn't want me to win. So, you know, we've been racing together, me and Chris Fischetti, for 5 years as best friends, so we got it all wired.
Yeah, me and Gocher, you know, we're buddies for sure. I'd like to see him get number 3. He'd probably like to see me get number 3, but we both want to be number 3 for ourselves. I reckon that friendship all aside on the track, and if he's got to run into me to get it or I got to run into him, hey, that's racing. I accept it, and he does too. That's what it's all about.
And they're not alone. There's the same situation in the Pro X2 class between Art Chambers and defending champion Tim Judge. Stay with us for the Tour Grand Finale as Ford presents the Bud National Finals from Daytona Beach, Florida. Friends, who needs them? Today, the 10th and final event on the IGSBA-sanctioned Bud Jet Sports Tour. We are in Daytona Beach, Florida, as Ford presents the Bud National Finals. David Stanfield with 2-time world champion Larry Rippenkroger. And Larry, first of all, I see what looks like a Band-Aid here, maybe from an IV, and a big cast on your leg. What happened?
I spent a few hours at the hospital earlier today. This morning, our cameraman Pat was out in the water with a waterproof housing. We were doing a little showing off for him, and I didn't realize he was kneeling. I thought he was standing. I thought the water was a lot deeper, and I came down hard, and then the results are a broken ankle.
Instead of 6 feet of water, you landed in 3 feet of water and a broken ankle later. Larry Rippenkroger out of competition. Larry, can you make it for the World Finals?
I think so. We're about 6 weeks away from the World Finals, and I've got to go in for surgery this week, and I think I'll be back in form by the time Havasu rolls around.
Let's talk about another champion, Victor Sheldon, our national champion. He wrapped up the title in Fort Myers. What is his incentive here in Daytona for the final Pro Modified event?
Well, like you said, Victor does not need to win this weekend as far as points go, but I think for confidence, Victor would like to win this weekend and go into Havasu on top of the world.
How about Jeff Jacobs, our defending national champion? For so many years, he's out of there.
Ever since Jeff started racing, he has been the national champion. He has never lost until this year. He's been dethroned. I think Jeff needs to win this weekend to boost his confidence. I think he needs it worse than anybody else, really, to go into Havasu as a champion on the final event on the Tour.
The big race, though, is between 3rd place, and that's Harry Gocher, Holland Harry Gocher, and Chris Fischetti.
They come into this weekend 5 points apart. Chris shaved 2 points off that earlier in Pro Modified number 1. Both of these guys have been showing some impressive hole shots. They've been hole shotting races here and there, but neither one of them have been able to hang on to it for different reasons. Harry's been having problems with missed buoys. Chris Fischetti's been having some health problems. His endurance level is not up, so it's going to be real interesting.
Another factor working against Harry is equipment problems. The 750 that he's had success on is beached.
Instead of the 750, he's going to be using his backup 550. The handling between those two machines is much different. It could be a real problem.
Seems my 750's got an electrical miss right now. It's going to be beached today, so we'll go back to the old reliable 550, the nice black one, and it's always ran good for me. There is a battle for 3rd going. Me and Chris Fischetti and Chris McCluggage been tooth and nail all year long. I'm sitting in 3rd at the end of the year. It's the best season I've ever had, and I'd like more than ever to come out of this thing in 3rd position.
Harry ran into problems qualifying for Pro Modified race number 2.
He finished 7th, which is not a qualifying position, so he had to go to the last chance qualifier. He won that, he goes to the main, but he's got a lousy starting position, about as far away from the pole as you can get.
Holland Harry Gocher, boat number 4, has had a tough day. In Pro Modified race number 1, he came in 3rd. 2nd place, Chris Fischetti. Fischetti picked up 2 points in the battle for 3rd overall, and it was Chris McCluggage blitzing again, his 2nd Pro Modified win of the year. So Harry Gocher leads Chris Fischetti now by only 3 points, and if Gocher or Fischetti have boat problems, Chris McCluggage could move up. Now, Gocher's riding his 550, and a lot of people say that this is a 550 course. You need good handling.
Well, this weekend we have a left-hand course. From the beach, the riders will take off through a long start straightaway out through the waves, a huge sweeping left-hand first turn, then a gradual right, a sharp left down the front straightaway. This will be the trickiest section of the course. The riders will be going parallel with the waves, and they'll have to be putting a lot of effort into reading the waves. I don't think the speeds are going to be quite up to what we would normally see because they're going to be putting so much effort into just trying to survive this section. From there, we go into the sharpest turn in the entire course, a very sharp left-hand turn. I think this will probably be the key area for passing, probably the best area to set riders up. Then we go into a sweeping right, a sharp left on that long back straightaway, continue around through the left-hand side of the course, cross the finish line to complete lap number 1, and continue on for a total of 10 laps.
Also, we'll be using the radar gun, clocking the top speeds down that front straightaway into that tight left-hand turn. When we return, the final race of the year. Stay with us.
Brought to you by Kawasaki. Let the good times roll. And by Budweiser, the king of beers. With that clean, crisp, cold taste, nothing beats a Bud.
Welcome back to Daytona Beach, Florida. Ford presents the Bud National Finals, the 20th and final Pro Modified Race of the Year. David Stanfield with Larry Rippenkroger, and on the line, Harry Gocher. Boat number 4 is having problems.
Harry's hard luck for the day continues. He's got the thing running, though, but I tell you, the day is not being given to Harry. He is having to work for every step of the way.
He is on his backup machine. He is on his 550, and again, he didn't qualify. He had to go to the LCQ, the last chance qualifier, and now he's been having some problems here on the starting line. He is third from the far outside. On pole position is our new national champion, boat number 2, Victor Sheldon. To his right is Chris the Kid McCluggage. He won Pro Modified Race number 1. Chris is on the white 650 9X. To his right, 5-time national champion Jeff Jacob. And to Jeff's right, the Flying Fish, the world champion, boat number 1 with the black background. They are off, and a great start by McCluggage.
But look at Gocher coming all the way from the outside. He's attacking the course psychotically.
Gocher to the first turn first. He survives. McCluggage hits the wave. Jacobs goes down. And look at Sheldon. He almost landed on Chris Fischetti, but it is Harry Gocher, boat number 4 out of Las Vegas, Nevada, in the lead.
And it is Jacobs who made the incredible recovery in the first turn. He's back up into second.
Our leader is Harry Gocher, boat number 4, followed by Jeff Jacobs, boat number 1. Tom Bonacci making a move on Chris Fischetti, moving into third. Then comes Sheldon, Fitzgerald, McCluggage, and Pointer. But our leader is Harry Gocher, and Harry's really only racing one person out on the water, and that is Fischetti, who's in 4th.
Since 1987, Harry has been in the top 5, but never in the top 3. This is a do-or-die thing for him. He has to beat Chris Fischetti.
Boat number 1, Jeff Jacobs in 2nd position right now. 21 years old, El Coa, California, 5-time national champion, 4-time world champion, is chasing down Harry Gocher, and look at the lead Harry Gocher has.
Harry is turning this day around. I've been in his position before where you have trouble before the start of the race, and I tell you, the stress is incredible, but Harry has turned the adrenaline around, and he's using it to his advantage. He is out there riding hard.
22-year-old Harry Gocher out of Las Vegas, Nevada, highlighted here. 3rd from the outside. What a great start.
Yeah, Harry comes off the line. He doesn't get that great of a jump, but look at the wave right in front of him there. A little bit lower than where it is everywhere else, so he got a blessing there. And then he pre-jumps these next couple of waves. Very nice. Then he slams into this one here. It puts him sideways, but Harry stays on the gas. Goes into the first turn, a lot of air, but Jacobs right behind him and goes down and tends to block everybody.
A chaotic start, but Harry Gocher got the whole shot. He's in the lead, followed by Jeff Jacobs. The battle is for 3rd. There's boat number 10 in that tight turn right there. He is in 3rd. That's Tom Bonacci out of Brea, California, being hounded by our national champion, Victor Sheldon.
Tom Bonacci putting in an impressive ride. He is easily capable of doing some damage here. Last year at the World Finals, he finished an impressive 4th.
But all eyes right now are on Harry Gocher, boat number 4. He's leading Jeff Jacobs, Tom Bonacci, and Victor Sheldon in this Pro Modified Race number 2.
And Fischetti has fallen all the way back to 6th place. If they finish this way, Gocher will secure that 3rd place overall in the national standings.
Jeff Jacobs moving up on Harry Gocher. Harry Gocher down the front straightaway. Radar gun on him. And a speed of 27.5. Plenty of speed.
Oh, no! Gocher has missed a buoy once again, Dave. The third time this year he has done it. He led the race just like the other times, got the hole shot, and once again he has missed a buoy.
Jeff Jacobs, boat number 1, our new leader. Harry Gocher, boat number 4, has dropped back to second. And what a mistake.
This is a big surprise for Harry. He is a well-adept ocean rider, but I think he was concentrating on that wave more so trying to get through that section. It's a very tricky section of the course. I think he wanted to get up over it before it caught him in the side.
Gocher has dropped to second, but Chris Fischetti is in 6th spot right now. Gocher still has that shot at 3rd over for the Racing Action Pro Modified race number 2, the 20th and final Pro Modified race of the year. Victor Sheldon just takes over 2nd spot. He passes Harry Gocher on the last lap. Harry Gocher, though, is still ahead of Chris Fischetti. That's the bottom line. Our leader, though, is Jeff Jacobs.
That is the key point right now, is that Gocher is still in front of Fischetti. His 3rd place overall finish for the year is still intact. But Jacobs out in front having a good ride, but he's looking awful fatigued, Dave.
Jeff Jacobs, this will be his 10th victory of the year. He's going to go out a winner, but he will not take home a 6th national championship. And Harry Gocher's been passed by Chris the Kid McCluggage. Gocher drops to 4th spot, but still, he's going to hang on for 3rd overall in the national tour.
Hanging on by a thread, but he's going to do it.
Results, the top 5, Jeff Jacobs, Victor Sheldon, Chris the Kid McCluggage, Harry Gocher, and Tom Bonacci. We'll be back to speak with Jeff Jacobs right after this. Stay with us.
Welcome back to ESPN as Ford presents the Bud National Finals. And congratulations to Jeff Jacobs, our winner of Pro Modified race number 2. He is down with David Stanfield. David?
Thank you, Larry. A sweet victory for Jeff Jacobs. Jeff, winning the last race of the year, does that make up for losing the national title?
No, but it gives me a lot of momentum to go into the World Finals and hopefully come away with the 92 World Championship instead of the national title.
You definitely have it figured out in terms of you don't need to lead every lap. You need to lead the last lap, and you bided your time, but you kept the speed up.
Yeah, I felt definitely faster in the first main event, but when you're in the lead, you get a little cautious, and you worry about staying on and just winning the race. You see the checker flag and the money in the cup, but I just concentrated on winning. That's all I wanted to do, and that was it.
A great ride, and hopefully best of luck at the World Finals.
Thanks.
Jeff Jacobs, back to you, Larry.
Thank you, David, and a final look at the 1992 overall standings. The key point here, Harry Gocher taking that 3rd overall over Chris Fischetti by just 5 points.
Hot Summer Nights is brought to you by Kawasaki. Let the good times roll.
Welcome back to Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm Larry Rippenkroger here with a broken ankle. So my friend Dave Stanfield has done the walking for me. He is with the man of the year, Victor Sheldon. David?
Thank you, Larry. Our new national champion. Well, the title was decided in Fort Myers, but today it's for real.
Yeah, it's for real. Well, we kind of did a little celebrating in Fort Myers because we had a few points ahead of them, but tonight's a real night to do all this.
Take a look. A gift from Jeff Jacobs.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that.
You should be used to those ice cubes coming from Alaska.
Yeah. I finally got de-thawed. Whoa.
Jeff Jacobs, what a gift.
He's such a nice guy, I love that guy. Anyways, what comes around goes around.
And you're going to use larger ice cubes.
But I got the real laugh,
Yeah. Okay, the wrap of the season. Best race, worst race, most memorable?
Most memorable was probably about right here. This was a good weekend. I wanted to win, but I didn't. So, I did what I had to do, and that's just finish and keep a good drive going. And I'm really happy. It's I'm like speechless right now. I'm freezing. I got stuff down my, what, and whoa.
You're glad it's over?
Yeah, I'm really glad. I can't say enough to my crew, Steve Laham, Tim Merval, Oscar, Bill Chapin, and Mike Jones for keeping it together and winning this championship. For myself, and also for them. It's been a long year, and I'm really glad.